Oh God, it's happening. It is here. The event. You know, we shouldn't ever really talk about the event. It was something that goes above understanding. Something that really causes all sorts of emotional distress as soon as you mention it. So, whatever you do not think about the event. But light in the sky, indescribable danger, just what can happen to our leading man. And everyone else, I guess, that's caught up in the crossfire. Not a sight you want to start with straight away. I mean, at least they kept his glasses. Hello there. Who is that voice? It might be because the voice of Gintoki, but I ought to say, that's what I'm hearing here. Yeah. Someone that is offering to be on their side. You know, someone that is so suspicious, calling out to you like this while you're sitting there naked. Are you done? Yeah, he's attached to his current, his previous main form, not the new Rudius. Hmm? The so creepily animated white visage here. The wicked dragon god. It seems suspicious. Do you have anything to gain his trust here, or? I mean, being told to the demon continent. Being told that your time is nearly at an end. Mana cataclysm. Okay. Also being told, demon continent, no food. At least Ghislaine might be okay. We were told of her struggles to survive having a lack of food before. But this, vision world. It's so beautiful to look at. Do you need to back off so quickly? Not so much as a goodbye. I don't believe I've ever dreamt of myself drowning, but I feel like that'd be kind of close as what it would feel like. Just a rush of unknowing energy there. And he's back and not pot-bellied or naked. But who built the fire? Was it her? Met up kind of quickly with the supposed man. Listen to him, help him. Maybe not have a vicious scowl. You're trying his hardest there in a foreign language. Very gracious of him. Being displaced into a new... Well, considering his way when he woke up and exactly how he reacted straight away, maybe. Not the first time that someone has thought that of him. He's going to sit next to him, kind of. Gaining a bit of information after you've just been brought so far away from your homeland. But it's good that you're not immediately just all wiped out. It's going to be a long journey, but... Is he going to what? Oh, pat his head. I thought he was going in for a handshake. And building back what some people think of them, maybe that's a start. This is the reaction that he was kind of expected. I mean, well, she's going to sacrifice Rudy to this bird. She really fell into despair quickly there just by seeing his face. It would seem so, yeah. I mean, they've really fallen for propaganda. Fighting back years of being told that these people are still children during the night and warriors. She overcame her fear there, slightly in sheer anger. Maybe it's unfair to tar everyone with the same brush. Being the boogeyman of this world. And obviously, being out here, you kind of need someone on your side. And if they can slowly overcome barriers, didn't actually take that long. As long as you promise not to eat them. Someone that had a vested interest and probably wanted to start some sort of crusade against them and wipe them out. And around here-ish is where I haven't seen any more, so that is all speculation on my part. You're taking this as what, some sort of vacation, a sightseeing holiday. How long will that energy last when you actually have to trek through the mountains of stone? Rudy's is starting to slump. I like the music to accompany this. And the fact that he's able to keep them refreshed with cool drinks. Kinda useful. Oh, bloody hell. More than a little beast or anything, isn't it? Yeah, kind of handy. What else can he see? Yeah, it depends how much he knows about biology. Can Spurs just remove them? Would it be like asking someone to hand over their left hand? You don't seem it. All of those... Were all of those houses and huts made out of the shell of what he slayed just a while ago? Use what? Is he now using his influence as a spur? So, maybe the rumours about them are useful in certain situations. You see, they all have they all share a common hair colour there. How learned of him. And that gets him free access into the village. Have we got another... His daughter! I mean, obviously we thought it would be something to do with Roxy considering how they looked, but... But to think his master came from such a humble origin... How well known is her name in this place? Fair lifespan. Is it right to be talking about her age like that? she's working hard. At least she was safe until the cataclysm. Last he heard, she was relatively safe. Well, that's assuming that they're okay as well. But does he not like the local cuisine? But the fact that Eris was excited to see all the local flora and fauna, to be fair, would be kind of interesting. Do you have any spare rooms available for them? Really? Despite being thrown halfway across the world, fearing for your lives for a moment. I mean, they have his word, that's what he intended. Well, I'm guessing that's part of the seclusion of being a spurd. Okay. There's no sense of hesitation in his words. So he's like a wandering hero saving children. And somewhat of a nomadic life. A goal that I feel might be a little difficult to accomplish. And who initiated that fear? Yeah, she almost wet herself. There we go. History is written by the victor, as it were. You might have stepped on a landmine there, Rudy. Knowing a bit more about this bird and the how it all came to be. And those that refused and those that took it up? Was there a division between it? And that was their downfall. They lost themselves. You would think increased bouts of, if no one noticed, bouts of aggression like that would be something to pick up easily. That is a tale. It actually gives a good basis of why the world is terrified of them. Also, now we know that anyone ever bearing the name of Laplos needs to be looked at with suspicion. It's been more than one show so far. Doing small acts to try and rebuild some semblance of normality for them. I mean, he has a little bit of sway, but not enough to change the world currently. Was that a slight glimmer of hope in his eyes? Things might finally be shifting after these long, strenuous years. Well, she looks good for her age. I mean... he has a certain charm about him. Where's he going to keep that? I mean, giving him unnecessary weight and baggage to carry on along. Yeah. And the fact that she's not keeping up with her previous personality, seeing them all grow slightly. Someone that is trying to better themselves from past mistakes. Well, he seems to have mellowed out a little. A very good chance encounter. I wouldn't really wish for any others. You know, considering where we started this episode in a field of white, being told, yeah, you're in a sticky situation, son. You've been carted away. You'd probably die within a few days. I think even if he hadn't been told that, he'd kind of have to overcome fear of a spurt pretty quickly, with considering that you realise the situation you were in. But being told it linked to a lot more, you're going to want to help the one you come across, and after hearing his story. But if Ghislaine isn't here, why did Eris go along with him? Was it because they're in such close proximity? Really, a chance encounter like that, coming across someone who helped you out and stumbling across a village that was so hesitant to take you in because you looked so suspicious before. Okay, you can tear down all of that suspicion by mentioning one name, apparently. And not only did the village know of them, you spoke to the father. Sometimes life just works out so well. I think I need to get more worldly, speak to more people, because I don't think I have any acquaintances that really help me out in that situation. But considering they are now wandering the demon continent, personally, despite the this bird being their kind of guide. I was trying to think of another G for alliteration, but I wouldn't leave all the work to him, considering, if he gets injured or anything, who's gonna... I wouldn't leave all the work to him. It's kind of good training for Rudy and Eris to hone in their skills against some of the monsters. More magic, more sword fighting and everything. Plus, in case they ever get separated from him, you need to know exactly where your current levels are against the wildlife here. But with a tale of treachery and betrayal, having to carry that burden, and not only is it like a piece of history of his tribe, it was him himself who was actually part of it as well, trying to atone for the sins of the past for his people. This is a dangerous journey he's on. All it takes is one sufficiently armed group who do not want to listen to his tale of retribution to really come after him, and it's over before it began. And despite being whisked away to this land of the demon continent, Eris seems kind of upbeat. She's gotten over the fact, oh, we were teleported, okay. Oh, look at this plant. Oh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. And then having fun playing around with the sword that was given to them. The cleaver. Maybe having someone with that personality along for the ride who can kind of somewhat stay upbeat in this situation would actually be very good for morale. We're going to have to see. Luckily, this isn't the last episode, so I am going to strap myself in and follow through with exactly what's going on. Even if I don't quite understand why or how. I'm sure the mana cataclysm has a very deep-seated root somewhere, but if it actually turns out to be something to do with Rudy, that's... But if you enjoyed this episode, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Helps out me, helps out the channel. Consider subscribing to get more videos. Join onto my Discord if you don't quite hate your life already. And I'll see you in the next one. My patrons really have found me wandering the desert and lended a hand to help make sure I don't starve to death or start shoveling handfuls of sand into my mouth. So, if you would like to help me survive a little bit longer in this cruel world, consider joining onto my Patreon as well. And thereby standing next to Electricant, Noku, Raywin, Kite, Sal, Shiwan, Mats, Mwaha, Stinsfire, Girly, Grey 19, Sotitron, Cardboard, Croyville, Jennifer Rojas, Alvin Garson, The Theodore, Dark Shadow 7899, Defender of Segs, Ginterman, Finez Kid, Luis Rivero, Maurizio Lascano, Eddie Swanson, and everyone else. I just hope none of you have some legendary fairy tale written about you.